Hello and welcome everyone to the next episode of my VRChat World Showcase series. I want to show you 10 cool worlds in VRChat again, and as always, let's get right started. The first world that we're in is called Vermilion Sea by Goo, and it's a very pretty world. It's a very small world. We are on a boat here. There's not much more. You have a couple of settings over there. You can turn on the night mode if this is too bright for you, which is quite helpful sometimes. Okay. Ooh, what the fuck did my hand do? Do you see that? That's kind of funny. Okay, yeah. So now we have everything a little more moody, a little more dark, which also looks very nice. And yeah, that's basically it. It's a very nice small world to take maybe a picture or talk with maybe one or two friends, a smaller group of people. Next world is called Udon DUEL Beam by PROTOCO. It's a little hard to demonstrate being alone. I hope I will later record with somebody else and include some videos. But it's a really cool game that really utilizes full body. You can also play it without full body though. Basically, if you have two people, you go over there, one person red, the other person blue. You get the beam gun, you can also see them, and you can fire them off. Like you shoot, then you have an indication where the shot is gonna be, and about 1 second afterwards there will be an actual beam going there. And the beam hits the other person based on their mesh. So if I lift my leg, it can go through there, underneath. If I just have my finger here and it's gonna hit my finger there, then I take damage. So basically you duel each other, you fire beams, you can see where the beam is gonna shoot at, and then you need to react really quickly. You have like 1 second, then you can move away, duck, do crazy shit to avoid taking damage. And it's a really cool concept, it's super fun. It's one of the very few worlds that actually utilize full body tracking, that are even more fun with full body tracking. And yeah, there's also a mechanic that you basically charge up 3 shots, then you can fire off 3 shots very quickly, and then you need to wait. Or you can fire off 1 shot, wait a little, 1 shot, wait a little. So you can make it interesting. You kind of shoot 3 shots in very hard places to dodge for the other person, or you just constantly keep spamming and then they only have 1 to dodge. It's a cool concept. Definitely check it out. It's really cool. Next world is called Quantum Loft by Ziggor. It is a small apartment, more or less small, that is very well optimized. It's also available for Quest, which is just a kind of nice hangout place. So you start over there, you can go up the stairs, and yeah, have a video player, a nice fireplace, a nice look outside on the sea and mountains, and yeah, it's overall just a very nice and optimized place to hang out in, with maybe up to 20 people, something like that, maybe 16. Can get cramped already, maybe 10, but yeah, cool world. Especially, this was my go-to world if I had Quest people with me, because it's just a nice Quest available world. The next world is called Single Step by Phi16, and it's a more or less shader fuckery world, something cool to look at once and kinda, yeah, look at. You can see there's a number on the floor here, and there's a lot of stairs going up there. And if I turn you around, there's also a lot of stairs going down there. And basically, I can show you, if we walk up the stairs, it's gonna take a little. Then you get to the next floor. This number is now 1 number higher than the previous one. And you can basically go infinitely up and down, and you don't get teleported. Also, an interesting detail is at every layer, there's a different tree. So this tree is different at every layer. And you don't get teleported. I don't know, it's kind of cool. If you here with multiple people, you don't get teleported. You can also, if somebody else is here, but on a different layer, you will see a circle on the floor with the floor number they are at. if that makes sense. I don't know. It's a interesting world concept. Also, if you jump down, you get respawned to the very same depth or layer that you have exited at. Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool concept. The next world is called Autumn Camping by Tomozo, and it is a world that is very pretty. It's autumn and you're camping and you have a nice place set up where you can eat. If we look around, there's your tent, you have a video player, a nice campfire. Over there's a nice van, a nice river. Overall, the atmosphere of this place is just pretty cool. It's a little laggy, it's not well optimized, but I like the atmosphere, and I've been hanging out here with, I don't know, 10 people. You can fit more people in here, like this could easily hold 20 plus people, but it's gonna lag a little bit. Maybe also a quick look at the interior design of a tent. It's pretty nice. And personally, I also really like the van. Looks very comfortable. Very nice, have a kitchen in there, a bed, and a nice view on the whole campsite. It's a good world, I like it. Next world is called Udon Sword by KOMETARO, and basically you are in an MMO dungeon, where you can play with up to 4 people. You have 4 different classes, tank, healer, and 2 DPSs, and it's really, really cool. So when you join here, first need to join, and then you get the HP bar, and if you click the trigger next to your head, you can select your weapon, either tank, sword and shield, or healer, then you have a book and a staff, or archer, or the last one is Yasuo. Basically, it's a really fun concept. You have a whole dungeon, can take like half an hour or 1.5 hours, depending on how fast you are with your group. It's not necessarily super easy. It's really recommended that you play with 3 or 4 people and have all the classes. If we go over there, we also have a training dummy. With this training dummy, you can test all of your abilities first. For example, if I go archer, I can shoot them. And I have different arrows, all of the classes have different abilities, and yeah, it's really fun. It's really, really fun. Go and check it out. The next world is called Late Night Sauna by Wolfie, and it is a very good looking sauna. This is the area where you spawn in. You have a very nice bath over here. Also take a look at this frog. This person likes frog pictures. We get to some more of them. And look outside. It has a very nice city outside. And from the start area, we can go in there, where we then get to this area, another even bigger bath, but not as much steam, and it looks very, very good. So you have a video player there, and a very good looking environment. Also, more frogs. Very interesting frogs. But yeah, that's basically everything in this world. You have the sauna, bath kind of thing, and the atmosphere is really good. I like it. Do you guys like saunas? I like saunas, but I haven't been to one in so long. I really should go to a sauna again. It's a cool thing. But yeah, it's a good sauna world. The next world is called VR Art New Place by Great Moon Aroma, and it's a world with a lot of really cool art pieces, all entirely created inside of VR with Tilt Brush. So right now we are in the selection room. You can see a couple of pictures on the walls. And for example, we can walk up to one, then click on it. And then we get teleported into the scene. Then we can look at some incredible artwork that was made entirely inside of VR with Tilt Brush. There's some really, really cool pieces in here. I'll show you a couple of them. And I'll definitely recommend you to just go here and check out all of them at least once. It's not necessarily something you revisit very often, but it's definitely a very cool experience to look at once at least. The world is quite big, it's like 500 megabytes. I used to crash with my old GPU when I got here, but still, it's really cool. Go look at it, check it out. And the last world that we're in is called Olympia Nights by DrMorro. And it's easily one of my top 10 worlds in the entire VRChat. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm showing you a lot of different clips from this world right now, and it's so beautiful. I cannot believe how good looking this world is. And it's huge. And there's so many cool places to explore. I've been in this world, I believe, for 5 hours, maybe even 10 hours already, and I still like find new spots that I haven't seen yet, and I'm like, whoa, this looks so cool. Oh my god. It's a DrMorro world. I already showed Organism and I think another one. DrMorro is an awesome world creator, and this is one of his amazing creations. It's like, go there, check it out. It's absolutely amazing. There's a couple of secrets and also some funny jokes. You can also ride around in a boat, which is a little bit quicker than walking. You can also fly with some birds around the island. Have fun finding that. It's really cool, and I'm at loss of words. This world is so good. You need to check it out. Also, I said last world because it's essentially this, and there's also a day version just called Olympia by DrMorro as well. Usually in a lot of worlds when there's a night and a day version, a lot of people prefer the night version. In this case, the day version looks just as good as the night version. They're both absolutely amazing. Yeah. Just as before, I'm still at a loss of words. Both Olympia Nights and Olympia Day version are amazingly well made. They're like in top 10 worlds of mine. It's super good. Go and check them out. Oh, and by the way, you can also definitely go into both Olympia worlds with 40 plus people. It's super well optimized and it's huge. So there's no space problems at all. And performance wise, it should also be fine. That being said, this is already it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Did you have a favorite world of these 10? If yes, please let me know in the comments. I'd be interested in that. If you have any feedback in general, I like all the comments, read them, try to answer them. If you have any questions. I'm trying to do these every 2 weeks. And in the description there's all the links to all the worlds and the names and the creators. I also have a link to my GitHub project down in the description where I collected a lot of worlds, and you can download them and have it nicely categorized with tags, so you have the correct world for the correct situation, easily available. Good. That being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.